I hope you don't mind, but we have a guest today with us on our inspirational video time. She will cry if I don't hold her. So better to hold her than to hear her whine through this whole encouragement video. Anyway, I wanted to share with you just a little bit to maybe encourage you on your journey. About a year ago, I hit a huge obstacle in my life, and I whined, I complained, I pointed the finger, I blamed, and this is unfair, this isn't right. God, you know I've been faithful, I've trusted you, I've leaned on you, the whole, you know the spiel, because I'm sure you've said it too. And I just whined, kicked my feet. Some days, some weeks I was wonderful, and then some days and some weeks I just had hit rock bottom again. And why, oh why me? Does this happen to me all the time? And it happened probably during the holidays that a shift started taking place in my life. And come January, I actually started viewing things from a different perspective. And this has revolutionized my life. Since January of this year, I started looking at my circumstances and the problems that I have been faced with that haven't been of my doing, but it's just happened. It's just been part of my journey. I started looking at them from a different perspective. What in me needs to change during this season? I can't control what's happening to me. I can't control the outcome. But what I can control is my mind, the way I think about it, the way I process it, and I can control my tongue, the way I speak, the way I talk to my friends, to family, to anyone that comes into my life, and I can control where I go, what I do, and who I'm with. There are certain things that we have complete and total control over. And once I took control over every aspect of my being, the creation that God made, then I took my focus off of the problem, off the situation. It still exists, it's still there, but it's not priority. It's not magnified in my life anymore. In fact, when I took my focus off of all of that, all the mess in my life and all the noise in my life, and I started going inward, and I said, Lord, just I don't want to miss your voice this time. I want to hear you. I want to make the pivot. I want to make that shift in my life. I don't want to miss it. What can I do differently? How can I be better? How can I not have to cross this bridge again? And when I did that, and I went back down on my knees, I went back into my meditation, I went back into my prayer life, and I started reapplying some of the old tools and applications that got me to that point so far. God really showed up in my life. I don't hear him audibly. I was telling someone that last night. I don't hear a physical voice of him speaking and saying, this is the way, walk in it. I just have this intuition, this knower. It's my spirit man that knows, okay, this is God. This feels right. This is good. And I trust this in me because I know I have a relationship with God. I'm not afraid to be alone. I don't need to fill up the void and the quiet in my life. I love the quiet time because that's when I can hear him speak louder than ever. And I want to hear that voice. I can't miss it this time. You can't miss the voice of God this time in your life. Maybe you're in a struggle. This struggle is for a reason. It's not to focus on the struggle. The struggle is for you. The struggle is so that you can withdraw into the things of God and find out, all right, Lord, I don't want to miss your voice this time. I don't want to make a mistake. I want to be all in with my heart, my mind, my body, and my soul to do everything that you've called and you've created me to be. And that's where I'm at. Absolutely everything outside of myself, I cannot control it. I literally have lost control of all the stuff that I would love to fix and get an answer to. But I am at more peace than I have ever been in my life because God is he's just grown so much in me. And I don't mean to belabor the point, but I just need you to feel what I'm feeling right now. And that is the more I release all of that, the bigger he comes up inside of me. I just can't explain it. It's just something that is just igniting inside of me, and it's just exploding in all that I do. And I go to bed and my brain doesn't stop, but it's for a good reason because it's creating, it's thinking, it's actually alive. I'm not manipulating it with substances to knock me out so that I can finally get some rest. You know, I'm okay with a few nights of not sleeping if it means that God's talking to me and I'm able to create something in that moment. So I just hope this encourages you and this helps you. And maybe some of you are right where I'm at today. This is a you time. This is all about you. Your problem, put it in a file over here. If you can't fix it, then don't worry about it. Just put it over there. God's handling it. You don't need to worry about that. What you need to do is you need to focus on you right now. What can you do to make yourself a better person, a better Christian, a better friend, a better parent, a better just creation that God made? It's all up to you what you do with what he's given you. And that matters. That matters big time. That's really the only thing that matters. What are you going to do with what he's given you? And I know this. I'm going to multiply it. And it's going to be great because I'm listening. For the first time in my life, I am listening with a whole new set of ears. And it is amazing. It's just an amazing place to be. And I want you to be there with me. So pull away. Talk to God. Remove the noise in your life. Listen to what he's telling you. Be led by the Spirit of God because he's got some amazing things for you. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend and think about this, okay? Blessings.